1. Well, I was going to say, welcome back to another episode of Dick at Night. It's not really an episode of Dick at Night. I'm so like just primed for that. This is like a pre-show of our new webcast called the Alpha Quadrant. And I'm here. I'm EvelDick, if you guys don't know me and you're fans of Aaron and Garrett here. I won a reality show on CBS, and we're all working together on this new webcast called the Alpha Quadrant, where we're going to be covering and recapping a bunch of sci-fi shows. We're going to start off with Star Trek Discovery. And below me, you can see here's Garrett from
Garrett's
Star
below
Trek Voyager.
What
Garrett's below me, and you're to my left, actually.
So really weird situation. Hey.
So we have Garrett, who played Harry Kim on Star Trek Voyager, is going to be hosting along with Aaron Eisenberg, who was Nog on Deep Space Nine, and I love both of you guys. And it's going to be so much fun. I'm so glad that you guys are down for doing this, and I'm so looking forward to it.
EvelDick, I love how humble you are. Yeah, I was on a reality show on CBS. I mean, you gotta be, clear with everybody. It was Big Brother. It was a huge.
I won Big Brother, and I was on VH1's Couples Therapy, which is a whole nother story.
Here you go.
But that was 10 years ago.
That's what Garrett and I need, couples therapy. We should do a little thing about.
I'll get a hold of Dr. Jen and bring her in for you guys.
Let's be clear on that, Aaron. We are not the couple. We're just, we're just.
We don't have to be. It's okay, Garrett. It's okay. It's okay. All right.
We're work colleagues.
Let's be very specific.
No, but let's just talk a little bit about how this whole thing came about. EvelDick has been doing his video recap of Big Brother and also of Survivor. Is that right? Survivor too? He's been doing that for quite some time, and he approached me. I mean, I've known EvelDick for many years now. We met in Vegas.
I was thinking about that, and it must have been like 13 years ago, right?
13 years ago, we met, probably up over at Hard Rock Hotel, I think.
Do you know how we met? I gotta love this, Aaron. We met, I was in Vegas for the...
Can I guess?
For the Super Bowl. Go ahead, guess.
Were you talking to a girl, and then he came over and started talking to that girl, and then he goes, "Oh, it's nice to meet you, Big Brother," right?
Actually, not far off, right? Not far off. I was out in Vegas with, I'm friends with the owners of Trashy Lingerie in LA, and they took a bus full of lingerie models out to Vegas for the Super Bowl. And I was like, at whatever hotel we were in, and that's when I'm like, "Hey," I didn't know your name. I'm like, Harry Kim or something. And we started talking and stuff, and I started introducing him to all these lingerie models. Of course, he's like, "Yeah, we're buds now, bro."
See, I was right. He was there because of the lingerie models.
Of course.
Right? Am I right?
I plead the fifth. I don't remember that at all.
I was right. I was right. Everyone knows what plead the fifth means. I was right.
Well, regardless, we've kept in touch over the years. Let's go forward. We've kept in touch over the years, and Dick gave me a call up, and he said, "Hey, man, what do you think about doing a video recap for for Star Trek Discovery or for some sci-fi shows?" And I thought, that's really fun. That's a good idea. And then the next thing was, he said, I think you should get a co-host. And then I started thinking about all the people. And then when I finally got to my...
And all of them turned him down, and you were the last one on the list.
No, Garrett, I'm not interested.
On this long list of 38 people, number 38 was Aaron Eisenberg. And I thought, God, I hope he doesn't. I hope he'll go with this. And Aaron said yes, and we've got a show now because of that. No. In all truth, I'm going to say truthfully, Aaron was my first pick because Aaron is a very witty guy. We are both, for those of you who are knowledgeable about Chinese astrology, we're both Year of the Monkey. Year of the Monkey are we're witty people, intelligent people. We like to play pranks and jokes, and I think if you tune in, you'll definitely get a little taste of that from Aaron. And
flinging a little poop every now and then.
Just a little.
Just a bit. And so, I thought that it was that he would be a natural for this. And I'm really happy that he said yes, because he could have just told me to go, just get out of his face. But he was very cool about it. He said, "Yeah, this sounds fun." So here we are.
I did say, the first thing I did say, though, is I'm not doing porn.
You did that as soon as you saw him post my name
Exactly.
Dick
I
Ice.
said, that's great, but I'm not doing porn. We have, we want it to succeed. We don't want it to go under the first show, so.
You never know. Our ratings might be through the door if you decide to do porn, Aaron. You never know.
Yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind. I'll think about that. I'll think about that really hard.
Oh, he started.
Hey! I was honored that you asked me, and I'll be honest. When we did Dragon Con last year, I had so much fun on both panels with you and Sid. It was
cool.
It was like some of the best time I've been on stage, and I'm looking forward to kind of recreating a lot of that stuff here and just having a great time and getting some great guests that are our friends that can be here and share the experience with us and their experience with the shows with the fans. And I think this can be just a ton of fun for everyone.
I think so too. I'm looking forward to it because I'm a fan, and it's like, I'm going to be like fangirling over in the corner here while you guys are, bringing in some of these guest stars and stuff, to talk with us about, the different shows. So I'm really, really excited about this. I want to let everybody know that how we're going to be doing it. It's not going to be live. I've had questions about that. So it's not like, what time and where do I, where do I go to watch it? We'll be sending out links, and the links will hook you up to Vimeo. You can, our website is up with a countdown now. The website is thealphaquadrant.com. Easy, right? Thealphaquadrant.com. So go there and there'll be links. You just click the link and it'll send you over to Vimeo, and that's where the videos will be posted. We'll let you know when we're taping. Matter of fact, we talked about it tonight. We're going to be recording at 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern on every Monday. So we'll be doing shows 4 times a month, 5 times a month, depending on the month. And the shows will be up a couple 2-3 hours after that. So Monday evenings is when the shows will be posted. So just so you guys watching will know when it's all going to be up and stuff. So what are we going to be talking about?
Well, tell them about the mailbag, because I love that. That's exciting.
Well, I'll show you some examples of video mailbag. It is exciting. It's fun. And that way you guys that are watching, you can get involved in the show as well. You'll be able to go to the alphaquadrant.com. There'll be a link that says Vmail or something, around that. I believe it's going to be Vmail. You click that and it'll open up a page that will show a little player, and it has like instructions written right on there. You test your camera, check your mic, so on and so forth. Then you click the big red button that says record, and you can record yourself asking us a question that will play towards the end of the show. We'll play all the video mailbags, and we do have a couple already that we'll be talking about, before we close this show today. So, and that will be a lot of fun. Dude, I'm hoping that these people that are going to their Comic Cons with their Spock ears and in their Klingon makeup are going to be sending us video mailbags of them in makeup asking questions.
Oh, that would be awesome. Awesome. And it'll be great to hear what they have to say and getting them included in the show. I think that will really open it up for really great discussion about Discovery, since we're starting with that one, as well as the future shows we do. I think that's what I'm most excited about, is to get the fans connected with us. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, and all the theories and fan theories, and we'll talk about a little bit of those. I have some notes here on what they're talking about with Discovery. We'll talk a little bit about Discovery in general. We'll get through what we're talking about here with the Alpha Quadrant and what we're doing. And then we'll talk about Discovery a little bit before we get onto the video mailbags and kind of close this out.
I just want to bring up the origin of the name of our video cast. Alpha Quadrant.
Man, did we go through a lot of names or what? I mean, we came up with some really good ones too.
But then we thought that, the play on words, if you separate quadrant, like the first part and the second part, quad and then rant, it was almost the Alpha Quad rant, as in ranting and raving and just, gesticulating, whatever you want to say. But I think that was the final choice after many, many different options. And I like it. I think it's pretty cool.
I think it's great.
Well, I like the Garrett show. The Garrett show was the best. But I lost to 3, 1-1. You 2 voted against that, but should have been called the Garrett show. But
I like My Buddy Nog, but
My Buddy Nog. That's so sad. My Buddy Nog.
My Buddy Nog. I thought there was a nice ring to that. No one else really went for it.
We checked it and it was taken on the website. It was taken. We couldn't name it that.
Yeah,
Well,
awesome.
we could have gone with Kim and Nog's most excellent, podcast.
Yes, I like that. Kim and Nog's most excellent video podcast. That
Yeah.
was good too.
Be bodacious. Bodacious.
Yes.
Well, no one uses that word anymore, bodacious. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that.
You just used it.
season.
Yeah, I think you should.
Episode 5 was
Bring
bodacious.
it back into style. So
And I'm excited. Oh, sorry to cut you off. I'm
No.
excited. I love Discovery. I think it's great. I really enjoy it.
we were just talking about this the other day. Yeah, I am too. And you know what? I started a rewatch last night too. I watched it as it aired, and I started a rewatch last night, and I watched like the first episode and a half. But we'll finish my rewatch before we get started. It is a good show, but it's very unlike a normal Star Trek, where I don't know. You think of normal Star Trek, I think that the Orville was more along the lines of like what we would consider like a regular Star Trek series. So we were going to be talking about the Orville. I know that Garrett's really excited about and wants to talk about that one, and I think it'll be fun. If you guys didn't see, there was a what the hell was that? Black Mirror season 4 just came out, and the first episode was based on Star Trek. It was absolutely fantastic. It was the best one of this season.
I'm just wondering why these people, when they keep, giving an homage to Star Trek, they're not calling me. I'm available. I don't know what's going on with that. It's kind of pissing me off right now.
So Seth MacFarlane, if you're listening.
No, Seth MacFarlane. Okay, they got a little like, wow, that was kind of cool. He retweeted one of my tweets. I tweeted something about climate change, and he said, when the Ferengi Kid talks about climate change, maybe we should listen. And I'm like looking at my phone going, no, really? I've tried twice now to go, hey, Seth, maybe the Ferengi Kid should make an appearance on the Orville, show up as a space cowboy with a whip. I heard nothing but silence, crickets. Twice I tried. I thought I have one more opportunity. I'll wait another month before I try one more time.
But hey, dude, you never know. They brought back the doctor from Voyager. He was on Orville. What's his name? Robert?
Bob Picardo.
Picardo, that's right.
Of course they brought him back.
Hey,
Of course.
Boy, he's like...
Aaron, it's just the way that you presented it to him, okay? You should have said, you need an episode called My Buddy Nog. And
No, you're wrong. It was the best callback because in his tweet he said the Ferengi Kid. So then I thought that would be awesome if on his comedy show a space cowboy shows up and it's me. Doesn't mean I'm in a Ferengi outfit, but I'm the Ferengi Kid and I have a whip because the original Ferengi had whips. It would be perfect. Come on.
I remember those were almost like lightsaber type of whips. They were like glow in the dark.
Yeah, they were amazing, and they took them away from us. I'm still waiting for my whip. I really think we should bring back the Ferengi whips. That would be amazing.
The Ferengi Kid. Sort of like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Exactly.
So the Ferengi Kid. So it would be Harry Kim and the Ferengi Kid.
Could you actually get a cowboy hat on your head with those big ears, though?
No, but I wouldn't be in the Ferengi outfit. That's the thing. It's just I would be out of makeup, or maybe there's a different makeup, but I'm still the Ferengi Kid.
You know what would work well? In Voyager, there's Captain Proton, the holodeck series. It's sort of a homage to the black and white sci-fi films of yesteryear.
I took it like Flash Gordon.
Yeah, like Flash Gordon. And so my character is Buster Kincaid. So it could be Buster Kincaid and the Ferengi Kid.
Exactly. See, that's what we should have called the show.
That's the show name. Dadgummit.
Damn, we can change it. It's just...
We just change everything right now?
Right now. Buster Kincaid and the Ferengi Kid.
Dun, dun, dun.
And their most excellent adventure.
Let's just keep adding to the title until it's like longer than a novel.
Then it gets into Mel Brooks territory.
Good. No.
Genius.
All right, Dick, what else are we talking about?
So what other shows are we going to be talking about? Doctor Who?
Sure, we could do that.
I haven't watched Doctor Who. Do I have to watch like the original series?
No, you can just go with this next. You can just go with the next season that's coming up. They actually have a woman that's for the first time in 53 years is going to be Doctor Who. Her name's Jodie something, I can't remember, but She was on Broadchurch. If you watched BBC,
Yes, she's great.
it was great, right? Then they tried to bring it out here, and Fox redid it. What's it called? Grace Point or something? But it was terrible. David Tennant starred in it, and they recast everybody else except for David Tennant. But Broadchurch was great, and she was great in it. And I'm looking forward to her playing the Doctor, so I think it'll be fun. What are the shows you think we're going to be? What are the shows you guys watching? And if you guys want us to talk about other shows, let us know.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Leave it up to the fans. Let's see what they want to hear.
Well, then you're gonna have to do a poll or something, and polls are always spot on. So we should do a poll.
We could poll it. We could have a bodacious poll.
He had to get that in there, didn't he? He had to get that in there.
I didn't get anything in. What are you talking about? I've got nothing. All I said is we should do a poll. What are you talking about?
That's what she said. Zing.
That's what? You never said I couldn't be clever.
No, well, we want you to be clever.
We could start this over if we need to re-record it, right?
Oh no, we're going, man. It is.
I'm gonna rate this intro on a 1 to 10 scale. It's about a 6.5 right now.
Wow, I guess we got to do another one. That's because you're too
It's
serious.
only because there was a little bit of over rotation on the landing.
Oh, hey! There you go.
What a bump!
Well, you could start this one off by saying how you disliked me for the first 7 years of Deep Space Nine until now.
No, we're going to save that for when we have our special guest.
Oh, we are?
That's right.
We are? You're going to save that story? You're going to save that great...
And eventually we have to hear, there's got to be a story.
The teaser is just let everyone know that I wasn't the biggest fan of Aaron Eisenberg when I first...
You didn't even know me.
I knew who.
And it all had to do with a woman.
That's right. That's
It
right.
always comes down to a woman, doesn't it?
With a woman, yes.
That's right. You knew who I was.
It's our own sci-fi Helen of Troy that we're dealing with right here.
All right,
it is a good story.
Oh,
and that's the other thing is I think
there's going to be tons of stories that we all want to hear. I want to hear these stories.
Yes.
Along with like the super fans that are going to be subscribing to the show, I expect a lot of people like myself who are I've seen every single episode, if not once, 5 times of the original series of Next Generation, of Voyager, of Deep Space Nine, of Enterprise, of Stargate. Like I'm a big sci-fi fan, but literally I've never been to a convention.
Right.
And, being able to bring a small portion of a convention to people like me, I think it's going to be really interesting and fun for a lot of the people watching.
Right.
So,
at a fraction of the expense of what a real convention would cost, you can be listening to us.
That's right.
A convention brought to your very own bedroom or living room or kitchen
or wherever the hell you want. A lot of my fans that watch the Dick at Night shows, they put it on their television. So I had to go from the regular SD recording, because we put it on their TVs now. Everybody's big TV. It's all pixelized everywhere, to recording in HD. And everybody's like, oh, my God, I can't believe that, you're finally doing this. It's awesome. So cast it over to you with your Google Chromecast or your Fire Stick or however the hell you're sending it over to your TV. All of our shows will be in HD, so you get good quality with that. You want to talk about Discovery a little bit before we hit the video mailbag?
I don't know. I don't know if that's necessary. I think we can go. I mean, we could save that for the actual show, right?
Well, I have a question. Are we gonna talk about the first season? Well, I know it's still in that first season, but the second half of it, or are we gonna jump into the episode that's coming up and start right with that episode? Like, how did you feel about Discovery, though? I loved it. I thought it was great. I'm excited. And I think the actors and the production value is top-notch. And we talked about a few things that I found very humorous. And I think what will be interesting about our show, and it would be really great to get some of the Discovery actors on with us, is how we all worked on our shows and how maybe there's some similarities and differences. Like one of the things is our crew for the first season became your crew, And those little things are kind of, I think, a little fascinating. You had buffalo wings. We did not. We did not get buffalo wings at our craft service. You know, I felt ripped off. I was a little pissed. You know, so was Ciroc. And
just to clarify with Dick and for everyone out there was actually a memo sent to, like, you know, the Voyager actors, like, Voyager actors are not allowed to go to Deep Space Nine's craft service. And the same memo was sent to Deep Space Nine actors, I'm sure. You are not allowed to go to Voyager craft service. So there was a lot of, you know, craft service rivalry going on.
But you know when that happened?
That's so weird.
Because Ciroc and I went over to the Voyager craft service to get buffalo wings. So you got in trouble. Because I wanted some damn buffalo wings. And you know, I'm orange, so I can eat like crazy and no one will ever know. You know? It was perfect. Buffalo wings are a Ferengi's best friend. And Dabo girls.
Powered by buffalo wings.
And you couldn't tell. You look at my hands; they're orange. I go, I didn't touch them. You know, what's that blue cheese?
Until he goes around the set and he's leaving orange fingerprints everywhere.
You know, when Garrett didn't know this, but whenever he'd walk away from me, I'd pat him on the back.
All right, I got a question for you.
Nog was here. Boom, boom.
How long did it take makeup every time that you went?
Oh my God, I can't believe you asked that question.
That's the most popular.
I cannot believe
it has to be.
Oh no, no. There's a reason why I'm saying that. I have a T-shirt. Where's that T-shirt? I don't have one with me. So I have a T-shirt that says it only takes an hour and a half.
Really?
I knew Garrett would get that. Yeah. Now, ironically, Garrett's makeup took longer. I don't know why, but his makeup took like so much longer than mine. But mine took an hour and a half. Yeah.
Yes, that's because I'm actually a Swedish man, and to make me an Asian, they had to go through hours. And I just keep up the ruse. Every morning I put on my Asian makeup and I look Asian. But my last name is Wongborg. It's actually a Swedish name. Wongborg. Yeah.
He has a lifetime membership special where he doesn't have to pay for anything at IKEA. Oh, yeah, here it is. He gets free Swedish meatballs too.
Free meatball. Oh, there it is. It only takes an hour and a half. Nogism number 1.
So if you wear this shirt, I'm not responsible for what people think. All right? I am not responsible for what, you know, people say to you.
Now, honestly, I thought it took a lot longer. I was Keith Richards' double in Pirates of the Caribbean 3. And so they would bring me into they bring me into the A trailer for makeup, and like I would sit next to the dude that played Bootstrap Bill, and that fucking guy was in the chair for like 9 hours a day putting it on.
Long.
Like he had like all the starfish and barnacles and stuff all over his face. Insane.
Yeah. As far as I know, I don't know what you know about guest stars that have extensive makeup for DS9, but I don't think anybody was over 3 or 4 hours. I think that was the max. Aaron, do you have any comment on that?
I have no comment.
Okay.
Well, I'll say this. When our show first began, it was 3 hours, but then they got it done.
Got it down.
They did it faster and faster.
And
then if there was two makeup artists on you, then it would get done in 45 minutes. If there was 3, it would get done even less than that. And Max Grodenchik would say he estimated if he had 4 or 5, he wouldn't take any time to get his makeup on. It would just be done. It would, almost be he'd show up in the chair with makeup. It was funnier when Max said it.
We should get Max on as a guest.
Yeah, he's in Austria, but if we could do that.
I'm like, Garrett, you made a mistake. You should have gotten Max.
No, Max is more serious than Garrett.
No,
Max would take a long time to answer the question and go, well, I don't know if maybe, yeah. But then he has some zingers. Then he can be really funny. We should get Max. We could do that it might take him 6 months to figure out how to get a camera connected to his laptop. But
everybody's pretty savvy now. Even like I did this with reality stars, and if they can
trust me,
not Max,
your guys can handle it.
Not Max. He still has a flip phone, I think.
Did you know that on Voyager, Robert Beltran Chakotay, he didn't have a personal computer until season 6 of Voyager, or maybe 7. I swear to God, he didn't even know what a computer was. I'm like, you still haven't got a computer yet? He's like, no. So, yeah, there are people that are technology. There's a technology phobia for some people, I think, that they just stay away from it. So, you know.
He's still using pigeons, I hear. Yeah. I got one yesterday, but it started like 2 years ago, so the message was a little past tense.
Garbled.
Yeah, it was over.
So do we have video stuff to go through, Dick?
We do. We have a couple video mailbags. And this for you guys watching, this is what you guys will be sending in, the same type of thing here. And we'll be discussing the different mailbags that you send in.
Okay.
Let me get this set up. Oh, hold on.
I'm looking at your background, Aaron. What is going on there? Are we in your office? What is that?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I see,
it is like an office. That big ball, I thought, I could sit on that at the desk, but I've done it once. Thought it might help my core. It's working out my core.
Right. What's behind that core ball? What's behind that exercise ball?
That's my suitcase that has my photos.
Yeah.
Over there is a cat carrier. Sometimes I get in there. Emelisa takes me to Costco. And then there's a printer box. Did you need a printer box?
I thought I saw a printer in the corner. I don't need a printer box.
No, that's just a printer box.
No, not the
printer. Printer is right here.
Gotcha.
This side right here. This is a coffee mug.
That's
apparently I drool a lot on the coffee mug.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's like the same color as your
you have an eating pad for your coffee mug.
And I got my teeth.
You keep your Ferengi teeth with you at all times?
Yeah. No, to be honest, I actually brought it for the intro.
Okay,
but yes, sorry. I have it. I'm in my house. It's not like I'm in my car and I'm like, look what I got in my car. What the hell's wrong with you, man?
No, man. Aaron, carry that with you everywhere you go. I mean, if everyone asks you, what do you do? And then they don't believe you. You just pull the teeth out and stick them in like, see, it's me. Look at my teeth.
I should try that. I've wanted to go to McDonald's and put these in and order a Big Mac. And I wanted to do that and just see if people are like, wow, whew. Poor guy, because these teeth look perfect. I'll put them in for the show. I'll put them in for the intro. I'll give everybody.
Okay, here's a question for both of you guys. What other stuff have you guys kept as like mementos for yourself? Do you have a pair of ears, Aaron?
No. Okay. First of all, our makeup weren't ears. It was really a whole head piece.
Yeah. Do you have that?
No, I don't have that. I don't have that. No, I don't have it here, but I could probably get one and wear it. On a show just for laughs, for visual laughs. But it was like a helmet.
Yeah.
And
you have kept some of your costumes or like something. No. Phasers or nothing?
No, they didn't let us have Jack. They were bad about it.
That's fucked up.
They kept it.
Yeah, and Jack was the prop master, and he wouldn't even come home with us.
Yeah. I mean, we would be filming, and as we walked off the set to go back to our trailer, there's a guy standing at the door going, hey, I'll take your phaser. Hey, where's your tricorder? They would take everything from us because they thought that we would steal it. Evidently, I think the Next Gen guy stole a lot of stuff, so they started putting up all these rules and procedural things we had to go through. So, I don't have anything. It sucks.
I figured they would have gave you stuff at the end of the run.
You know what? If there was a time machine, I would at the last day, I would take everything. I would take my suit. I would take as much as I could, and for my own personal collection, because I think they owed us at least one uniform. At least one, since they had so many.
Yeah,
you're putting the teeth in. Holy moly! It looks like you're playing the harmonica. Oh, wow! Wow!
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
So I should just do every show with these teeth.
I need you to get closer up to the camera so we can see.
Oh, you do?
Can you be? Oh my God! Wow! Are you
I really
drooling?
just want to go into McDonald's and order some food.
Are you drooling?
I'll have 5 Cokes, please. Sir, it's refillable. Oh, sorry.
All right,
Yeah.
Dick.
Now we know why the Discovery Klingons talk the way that they do, with the teeth that they got all in their mouth and they got the jaws all pushed out. What do you guys, let me ask you this. What do you guys think about in Discovery, all the Klingon is in subtitles? Instead of having them speak English like they have in every other Star Trek, we have subtitles in this.
I like it.
Do you?
It's more realistic, I think. You know, I don't necessarily like their teeth. I think that the teeth, the dental work on the Klingons for Discovery is just so insane that it's so insane that I don't think they can even get their lines out of that well. So
I mean, if I'm slobbering this much to take these off, can you imagine the craft service table on Discovery? Oh my God. There's a sign I heard that says no Klingons allowed. They have their own craft service table off to the side with kind of like a screen in front of the food. So you have to reach around to get it.
Like a salad bar so they don't drool on it.
It's a saliva screen.
Everywhere. They figured that out on the second week of the show. That's what I heard.
Nice.
All right, let's get to our video mailbag.
Oh, and I agree with Garrett. I think it's great. I love it.
What are we talking about? Oh, the subtitles. You had me lost there for a minute.
Aaron,
What was I talking about?
No, this
I was
you're
agreeing
talking
with
about
Garrett
the
about the Klingons.
subtitles still. Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. This first one's from Brian.
What's up, Brian?
Nice. My question, I read that Michael Dorn was offered a Klingon role for Discovery, but turned it down. They didn't give him enough money. So I want to hear your take on that. Do you guys think they should have offered him more money? And also, what do you guys think of the new look of Klingons on Discovery? Thanks.
Well, I think they should have offered me a role as a Klingon on Discovery. That's what I think.
Yeah, they should have given more money to Dorn. You know, from what I heard, it was probably less than what he made on first year of Next Gen is what they offered him. It was kind of a pittance, and it's a pity. And typically, you know, in the world of Hollywood, there's like a negotiation period. So where they offer, you counter offer, then they counter, but they were like, nope, this is what we're going to give you. So, you know, when you've worked that long for Trek, that's a bit of a slap in the face. So I think that they should have offered him more.
Well, especially being such a known. I mean, he was on
He's such a known commodity.
not just Next Generation, but he was also on Deep Space Nine as a regular cast member. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, each of those executive producer writers could have shaved a couple grand off of their salary and given it to him easily, but they didn't do it. So you know, that's their loss. But you know, it is what it is. He made a decision, and I'm proud that he stood by his guns. You know, he didn't sit there and cave and say, "Okay, I'll do it for pennies on the dollar." You know, he just said no.
That didn't sound like him, though, right there. Your voice was a little too high. I mean, you're very good at impressions, so I'm very disappointed in how you just mimicked Michael Dorn. I think you need to try again.
I made him sound like an old Southern geezer or some.
No, that wasn't even close to Southern geezer. It was like really high and nasally. It was like so far from him.
I wonder how they would have even written it into the script as, you know, this is a prequel to the original series. Like, how would they have used Michael Dorn? Be like 5 years old or something?
Maybe he would have been the great, you know, the ancestor of Worf.
He wouldn't have been Worf. It would have been a different Klingon.
It would have to be, right?
Yeah, it would have to be.
Aaron, are you ready? All right. I will not accept your offer. Was that better?
That was a little bit better.
That was a little better.
I will not accept your offer ever.
See, Garrett's very good at impressions. I like when he does impressions. Very fun, very funny on stage.
And we will include the impressions when we. And I'm sure you have some impressions, Aaron.
No, I'm very bad at impressions.
You have none?
Yeah,
Dick,
I'm not very good at impressions.
Oh, me?
Huh?
No.
Dick doesn't either.
No.
All right. It's gonna be.
This is your stage. Yeah, that's your stage.
All right.
And then
cool.
I'll rip you apart when it sucks.
Right. When it's bad, when I start morphing, because I always get this. I get like, oh, that's starting to sound like George Takei again. So I get that kind of stuff.
It's like when you learn a guitar and you only know 4 chords and you're just going back to those 4 chords. He starts off on an impression, but he always falls back into George.
All right, so you can be my sounding board. You can critique me. You can pull me back to reality when I screw up on the impressions. Okay.
Well, we should have people do a mailbag of asking for impressions from Garrett.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be now.
I'll take that.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus isn't here, my friend.
What?
Only me and Dick. Yep, you're stuck with us.
Yeah. Well, off of that same kind of question, I got a question for you guys. What about the fact that they wrote in Spock as having an adopted sister that we like never heard about ever before? Have we? Like we never did, right? Not in any of the series. That like were the movies, like none of that shit. Him having an adopted sister.
I don't have a problem with that. I think that's clever writing to some degree. You can't always just go back to what has been said, and that's what we can only use. And it's good to kind of throw something in and go, okay, well, has it ever not been said? Has it ever been completely labeled that he's never, that he's the only child, never had nothing, and then they throw it in? Then I would kind of agree, but I don't have a problem with that. And I thought it was kind of fun to kind of take a twist from what we already know and then twist it and change it to validate the story that you're writing. I was totally okay with that.
I could see that.
I
love the actor that plays Sarek, the father. Spock and her father. I think he's did a great job. And, everything. The makeup was great. Everything was great. I really loved that.
It's nice casting all around. I'm really impressed so far. So,
all right.
Although they should have had me as like the other adopted sibling, but they nixed that idea.
You're obviously the black sheep of the family. They don't talk about it at all.
Guys, I'm looking at our little screens here, the 3 screens of all of us on here, and it just the fact that you have EvelDick. I feel like we need to have Aaron. It should be Bodacious Aaron. Bodacious Aaron Eisenberg. You can give me one, so that I just gave you yours, but that's sort of your choosing already. You like that word, bodacious, but
that's only because we were joking about Bill and Ted. What was it? Ensign Kim and Nog's Most Excellent Adventure, which is a short film we're starting to raise money for in February. And it'll be like in the vein of Lethal Weapon meets Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, with Garrett being the smart one and me being the one. Can somebody please shut him up and put him in a closet? I think that would be a great show.
So wait, you'll be like the Joe Pesci of the Lethal Weapon, right? He's the Joe Pesci.
Exactly.
the Pesci component.
They always do it to you at the drive-through. They always fuck you at the drive-through.
Exactly.
That's my Joe Pesci impression. How's
there
that?
You go. I like that. That was good.
And Garrett, he's the hero, and I'm not, it'd be great. It would be a great little show. Well, because you're the taller one. It's always the taller guy that's the hero. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
And the better looking one is always the other guy.
Okay. Oh God. All right.
Garrett right now is going, why did I ask him? Why did I lie and say I asked him first?
All right, here's our next video mailbag. This is from Pat.
Patrick, thanks for doing these recaps. That's a really cool thing. I'm looking forward to seeing them as the season continues. I had one quick question for you. What do you think about the time period they used for the setting in Discovery? Would you rather have seen something in the future, carrying on from the legacy that was established by the series that you were both on? Or do you like that they're going back and kind of filling in one of the gaps in, I guess, the historical canon of Star Trek? So just curious to see what you thought. Thanks.
All right, so what do you guys think?
Well, first of all, I started getting feedback, so I put in my earbuds. Aaron?
Garrett?
I'm letting you go first.
What did I think about that? Well, to be honest, I had no problem with it watching the first half, but the way it ended, I'm starting to wonder, where is it going? So it's kind of a tough question to answer, because I have no problem with the timeline they went in, although it's a tough thing because it looks like, as I made a comment once, I go, after watching Discovery, I realized that Captain Kirk was really driving a gremlin. you know, an AMC Gremlin. He got really
It's so funny how the farther they go back in time, the technology is even better than it was in the future. Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I'm like calling, you know, Avery Brooks, hey, dude, we didn't have sport technology. What the fuck? You know? That's bullshit. But when the first season ends, I think I think it's gonna be, this question is gonna be a whole different situation, paradigm.
I think so too.
Spot on your camera right there, friend. Garrett, you got a spot.
Where? Oh,
On
that?
your camera.
Oh, there's no spot.
Yeah, there is. Sorry, go ahead, Jake.
The spot's really on his screen, is where.
No, it's not, because it's not on your shot. It's only on Garrett.
The big rumor, the big fan theory is that they could be in the mirror universe. This whole thing is taking place in the mirror universe, and one of the producers has already said. Starbase. Except what?
There was no starbase. Remember where they ended up? They said the starbase isn't there. If it was the mirror universe, the starbase would be there, but it'd be a mirror of that starbase.
Well, I know that the producers have talked about and already confirmed that the mirror universe will be worked into Star Trek Discovery.
I don't care what the producers say. I'm right. Okay? All right? I'm right.
There's also another big fan theory about the white Klingon being, I don't remember the character's name, but being the prisoner. Remember when the captain of Discovery went into prison and he met the other Starfleet guy, and he actually brought him on board Discovery and gave him a job and shit. The big theory is that guy is really the white Klingon.
Interesting.
Huh. He just got on set without his makeup.
Well,
they did.
I put on Asian makeup. He put on
exactly
makeup. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So he's the white Klingon. All right. That's
I'm not with that one. I'm not with that one. That's just silliness to me.
Yeah. We're going to find out. We got 6 more episodes of Discovery to go, starting on January 7th. So we'll be starting on the 8th. And I think I think we've just about covered everything. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm up for another hour.
We're losing the light, Aaron. Everyone's look at that.
You know what? It's called electricity, Garrett. You turn a light on when the lights outside go off. It's weird. It might be new for you. Out here, you know, the rest of the world, we have what's called electricity. That's how your computer's working and your camera.
I just like how when we started talking, EvelDick's background was light, and now it's like pitch black now. Dun, dun, dun.
What time is it here? It's 6:30 here.
Right, 6:30 in Florida. Right. Yeah. So we're all in different cities right now, just so everyone knows.
Well, actually, I'm in Garrett's closet.
You are.
He just doesn't know that.
If you're good, I'll let you out.
Thank you. I love you, man.
All right. Are we good, guys?
Yeah. I think we're good.
Okay.
So we will see all of you guys once again come the 8th of January, which is on Monday, and we'll be doing all the shows on Monday. Thank you for tuning in, and share this video with as many people as you can so we can help get word out of what we're doing, since this is something like very new and different, and it's going to be, I'm really looking forward to this, you guys. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm like stoked. So
me too.
All right, you guys. Well, have a good night. I will talk to you soon, and we will see you guys very soon.
All right. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Thanks, everyone.